Hi everybody, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad that you did. I wanted to shout out to my friend Katie. She's a friend that I have, a new friend that I've made in Florida, and she lives 15 minutes away, and I'm so excited. She loves to go thrifting, and she made me a banana bread the other day because we were supposed to go thrifting on Saturday, but I had a migraine, so I wasn't able to go. And my husband had stopped by our house because he had to drop something off to her from me that was hers. And she baked me a banana bread and she made a tag. And she's never done this before. So I am so excited. She is very handy, very crafty. The things she makes are absolutely gorgeous. But she did something with paper. She's got some ledger. I'm not sure if I know she's decoupaged it. She's tea stained it or coffee stained it. This is linen. And then there's some lace, crocheted lace around it. I just think she did the most awesome job, and I love it. It's a French stamp. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is napkin. And if it is, I love it. It is gorgeous. So yeah, and she texted me and said, I hope you like the wonky tag. And I'm like, what? Wonky? It's gorgeous. So Katie, if you're watching, thank you so much. I love it. And it had a little tag here, and it says till we get together again. And I accidentally knocked it off. But I am saving this forever with my inspiration things because I just think it's beautiful. And the banana bread smells so good. So I'll be cutting into that this evening. And so tonight we are putting together our ring-bound Fall Friends journal that I am doing for my guest design team project for Rach and Bella Crafts in collaboration with Rose OKeef from Journals in Time. I keep getting that wrong, and I'm sorry, Rose, if you're watching, but I think I got it right this time. So am I in frame? I am in frame. So I already did most of it off camera because you didn't need to see me punch all these holes and put all these grommets in and, whatever. So I decided on the 1.5 inch rings. Let me just make sure I'm not lying because I had 1.5 inch. I tried 2 inch. I tried 1 inch. And I forget now what I chose. Maybe it's the 1 inch. It is the 1 inch. It's the 1 inch ring for my journal. You might want another one. And once I fill this, I might have to go to the 1.5. But the 1.5 was just too big. So what I did was I made a template, and I showed y'all on another video, and you can look down a couple of videos when I started this. So I made a template, and as you know, I made all of these. I cut them all, and I scored them, and then folded them, and then each one has it glued onto the page of the ring-bound journal. Okay, so all I did was I put top and bottom, and then I put this on here like this. It's 8.5 inches long, so I went up 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, and 4.5 inches here. So that's where it all measured. I just took my ruler and did this. Sorry. And then I just took my pencil and did the 4.5 inch right here. And then down here, I went up 1/2 inch, so it's at the 8. And I went down here 1/2 inch, and it's at the 1/2 inch. And that's all I did. And then I punched it. And then I put it on my page, each page individually, because I didn't dare do all pages at the same time. It's just how I am. It's a lot of work, but in the end, I think it's worth it. So I just did this, and then I made a circle. And I made another circle, and then I made another circle. And then I took my crocodile, and I set it at exactly where it needed to be for me to get all of the holes where they needed to be. And that is simply by taking this, moves. See, it moves like this. So I moved it into position. I used my biggest hole because I use I don't use the Tim Holtz because they're too expensive. I use different ones. And they're a little bit bigger, so I have to make a bigger hole. So I use my biggest hole. So I've already set it. It's going to match up to the other ones because it's already been set. Okay. And there's the next one. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Paper's in there and I won't be able to see. And I just find the hole. And see, this piece right here is lining up so that I don't have to worry about it not being where it needs to be. And if you don't have a crocodile, you can use a pokey tool or, you know, anything like that. And then because I am using the bigger, because I'm not using the We Are Memory Keepers grommets because they're expensive, and I got a whole kit of I think there's 100, and they're all different, you know, bronze, brass, silver, and it comes with a punch so you can do it in, you know, different areas and things like that. I just don't know where it is right now. So in here, I know that I have 3 little grommets because I kind of put them in here where they don't belong, but I didn't want to lose them before the camera started. Just some pieces I have in here of flowers and things to add if I need them. Here we go. My little fussy cuts and some flowers and butterflies and what have you, just for my final, you know, decorations. But anyway, here they are. And what I have to do, because they're a little bit bigger, you know, they don't fit through the hole as well. Find your back and your front. So that's my back, like this. And so I want to go through the front. But because these are bigger, I have to take my scissors and just do this to my holes. They're not that much bigger. They're just a, you know, just a little bit. But the crocodile works on them fine. Actually, I think it works better with the bigger ones. I still have yet to find little ones, so I have no idea why it has a little hole punch, because I've never been able to find them anywhere. So if y'all know where they are, let me know. So all I did was kind of push that paper underneath, because it's pretty thick. Once you've got, you know, you've got your cardstock on both sides, and then you've got this piece of file folder, you know, here, or cardstock, whichever you want to use. And So I just kind of pressed my paper, you know, down in there so it was nice, you know, so it looks nice when I use my crocodile. And I don't know why I just put that away. Oh dear. So how are you today? Sorry, I didn't ask. I have such a story. I have been waiting. Well, yesterday I spent about 25 minutes looking for my brown thread. And I knew I had a spool, and I was darned if I was going to order or go get another spool of brown thread, because I knew I had a whole spool. Who doesn't have brown thread? So I couldn't find it. And it's been really bad because I've had to wait to stitch all of my ephemera or anything I'm going to stitch. I've had to wait. I've had to make it and then wait, and I don't like to do that. I like to make it and then stitch it and then put it in my box and be done. You know, complete the project. That's what I like to do. So I dropped my ruler today. When I went to put it away, it fell behind my desk. So I pulled out my project boxes to get my ruler, and I felt behind there to get my ruler, and out rolled my brand new roll of brown thread that's probably been back there since last fall, because I haven't used brown thread since last fall. So I'm really excited. God is good. He led me to my brown thread. But I've been stitching almost all day. It's crazy. Stitching and fussy cutting. But fussy cutting I don't mind, because I can watch videos while I fussy cut. And there we go. That's it. And that's my last page. And then you just clip it. Clip your rings like that. And we have ourselves a ring bound journal. So I'll just go through it with you before we start to, let's see, put it together. I have time, so maybe we could decorate some while you're here, if you'd like to stay. So that's how I put it together. Each page got punched exactly like that, and then I put all the pages back together. And just make sure all your pages are in the right orientation that you want them. So that's my first page. And in here, I have this little, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, it's just a fold down. It was an envelope. I lined it with some of the collage that I had put on, I think it's tracing paper. So that just slides into this pocket, and there's some lace right here. And then I have this page, and I have a, well, this is going to be a side loading pocket because I already glued the top. And then that's the next page. And then this is lined already. And I just used copy paper on this. So it's just plain copy paper because you can't see it. This flips out. This is a pocket. This is embossed on both sides. And then there's a pocket here. I just love this kit so much. I love it. Love it. Love this kit. And then there's this opening here. So I haven't decided top or bottom. I mean side. And then this. I did the same for the inside as I did on the outside. I love this page too. I love them all. They're just so beautiful. And then here are my two little foxes, and this can be writing pages. And then I love this as well. This so beautiful. And I was watching Christina today on Christina's Creations, and she had some sari silk called Sanibel Shell, I think. And I think I'm going to get some because it's this color. So I think I might get it for this journal. I just haven't ordered it yet. It's on Etsy. So that's Christina Creations on YouTube. And she did a flip through of 2 sister journals she made, which are beautiful. And she mentioned the sari silk, I think. Or maybe it was on her. I don't think it was. It might have been. I don't remember. I watched a couple of her videos today. It might have been a haul video. And then this one, I have a little clip here because I wanted to use everything in the kit. So you open up this, and it's got a pocket here, right here. And then you open this up, and it's got this beautiful collage. And then you open this up, and you have some writing space and some writing space here. So that's how that goes. I love this. I love how this turned out. And I love the collage. So that little clip, it doesn't have to do that. You don't have to put a clip there. I just like it there. Actually, it probably will be good because I'm going to put something in that pocket, I think. Just, you know, I told you yesterday I didn't want to add anything else to it, and then I go and add something to it. And I could add more because I got some freebies from the Ko-Fi site, and I haven't used them yet, so I might add them at the end. So there we go for this. And I was thinking of getting that sari silk because I might tie it, you know, here and here and here or something. I don't know yet. So here is all of my ephemera. And for most part, I know where it's going to go, so it shouldn't take too long. It's just a lot of tags, pockets, you know, things like that. Little books I made. This is my favorite, I think. Well, they're all my favorites. But as you can see, I have stitched every single element. Everything. It's got either this leaf stitch. I don't know if you can see it, but I stitched the leaf stitch on this. And then you won't be able to see this, I don't think, because I did it. It's a branch stitch, and I did it actually on the flowers. I didn't want to do it here because I would have had to go like this, and I think it would have taken away from it. So there's that, and then the leaf stitch again, and then this is just kind of a branch type stitch, more leaf stitch. And you can see now why I wanted to go with the brown. I thought it went really well, and just, yeah. But on the back is, I haven't flattened it yet. I still have to do that. It won't take much. But if you take something, and I've showed this before on my channel, if you take something like, my roller will work, or your bone folder. Let's see if my bone folder is right here. Could probably use this as well. The silicone. Yes, this works really well. Actually, it works great because it won't rip your paper. But if you go over this, it flattens it and your holes go away. I'll show you up close in a minute. Let me just do this. So I used a sort of a gold beige thread for my bobbin. And then I used the brown for my top thread. So I was going to use the beige for the whole thing, but it didn't stand out enough for me. And then I didn't want to use the brown bobbin because I used it on something else and I didn't like it, and there was nothing I could do about it. So that piece of ephemera is off to the side to be made into scraps. So all you do is push those holes down with anything. I'm using this silicone for the first time and it's really working very well. And if you do that, see how it's just, there's no more holes. And the same with this. You can still see the stitch, but the holes are gone. It looks really nice. I'll show you the difference because I haven't done this one yet. See here, you can see like all the holes. And on the back, you can see all the holes. But if you take something and just rub those threads, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure you all know, I'm going to use this side. This faster. And this has like a flat edge. So let me just run across the back here. Yep, it takes those holes away and you can still see your stitches, but the holes are gone because it flattens out your paper back to the way it was. And I personally, I mean, yeah, it's, you know, an added step. And this is why I like to stitch, you know, why I like to finish my piece at the same time. And there you go. See how nice that looks now? Because the holes are gone, but the stitching is still there. So it looks really nice, and you can, you know, write and not have to worry so much about it. And I'll do one more. This one's easy because you can't really see the holes. There's a lot of book page here, and there's a book page on the front, and then there is this picture, and you know, I collaged it, and then, oh look, I put him on the back. I fussy cut him and I put him on the back. I just love it. I'm going to put a little tag in there. So yeah, that gets rid of all your holes. And I'm not going to do it to everyone because you don't need to see me do that. It's like watching glue dry. But anyway, there you go. So, oh, and I wanted to tell you about these are fabulous. These are called, oh my goodness, they're a sort of geranium, but they're kind of crispy. They really don't need to dry very much because they're already dry. But anyway, I got this book a long time ago, and you can find it everywhere. Every time I go to a Goodwill or any place, I see this. But it is so fabulous. You just go through it like this, and whatever you choose, like I wanted to get some fall flowers, so, you know, I just went through it and looked and, you know, saw which ones. Coneflower, that's what that is. It's a coneflower. It just came to me. So you go through it and you see which ones you want, and then you just pull it out. And I like to leave this part because I think it looks cool. And I don't back them because that way the person can tell what the name of the flower is. This is called Raspberry Ripple. And then this one is a chrysanthemum. So aren't they pretty? And they make great tags. And they're, you know, cardstock. So all you do is take it out and then you just trim up these little pieces. You can cut them off, but I just like them like this. And I don't back them, like I said, because that way the person has a gardening card. So those will go in. All right, and then that's my writing journal that you already saw. So let's get this back out. And I will do just a few. I won't do them all because you don't need that. Here is the bag that we did with the lunch bags. And I just put this little piece of fabric snippet on it. This a little bit of lace. It says a walk in the woods. I just cut that out of, I don't even remember what I cut it out of now, but it was a magazine or a book. A walk in the woods. So, and then this is the tag. And I did the leaf pattern around that. And there's the back. And this, you know, you could write on that very easily. And that's the bag. And it's pretty cool because you can see both sides of it. And we did this on camera, so if you go down a few videos, you'll be able to see it. And that slips right inside there. And then I just put one of the flowers there from, you know, that I used my Sizzix. So yeah, so let's put that in there. And I thought what I would do, it's not going to fit. Okay, let's see how I can make this fit. Let's see something. See if this is going to bother me, if it sticks out a little bit. I don't think that's going to bother me because what I was thinking is if I put this in and flipped it down, then I wouldn't be covering up the whole page. I'd just be gluing this and then you could still see the page. I might have to just nip it a little bit here so that, or, hold on a second, see how much room I have here. I have an idea. Let me just make sure that's the page I want to put it on. I just thought of something. And I think you all know what I'm thinking. I could do this because it matches this. Is that too matchy-matchy, everybody? What do you think? And then it's got the pumpkins over here. That'd be kind of cool. I don't want to do this because that's writing. I could do it here. That way it wouldn't be matchy-matchy. And it goes okay here because you got the pumpkins here. I already have something there. So let's go here. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the tag out. I'm going to open these. I'm going to take this out. No, I'm not. Where's my template? It's right here. So there's my top, there's my bottom. I am going to put this here. There's my top, there's my bottom. And I'm going to get my crocodile. I'm really glad you're here because now you can see what else you can do. This is totally, I had no idea that this is what I was going to do with this, but I am now. So what I'm going to do is, here's my template, here's the top, here's the bottom. That's where I want it. Is it where I want it? Yes, it is, because, yeah, that's going to flip up. I am going to just punch it. There. and here. And then I'll put the grommets in later. I won't do it now. This will go here. Oh, but it won't flip down. But that's all right. It doesn't have to. I'll just glue that up. It doesn't have to flip down. So then I'll just put this back on here. Like that. I'll put the grommets on later. Or it really doesn't even need them. And then this, I will just snip the corner just a little bit this way. And then to make it match, I'll snip this corner this way. And I'll glue that closed. Or maybe I'll leave it as a little tuck spot. Let me just even that out. Where am I with time? 30, 31? Yeah, I think I'll leave that as a tuck spot. Just like I need more tuck spots, right? Why not? Well, that worked out really well. I really like that. That was a great idea. I think I will put grommets on here. That way it will strengthen it too. And I have another little page here, and I've got a tag in there. This is going to have a lot of writing space. And looking space too, which is fun. I am just going to stick a clip on here for now, just till it holds. I'll use this one. Make sure it holds good. There we go. And we'll put our tag back in. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. Ta-da! Yay! I love it. That's perfect. And you can see both sides. I just didn't want to glue it down because I just think it's so neat that you can see both sides of it. I really like that a lot. I think this is probably dry. It's a little overkill for me. Okay, so let me put this back on here just because that way I know where it is. All right, so that's good. It's great. And then I'll take my two little postcards I wanted to add, and I'm going to stick those right in there because I just love these postcards. If you want to get some, you can get them on Amazon. They come in a box of 100, and I make tons of things out of them. Actually, you know what? Rather than, no, that'll be too heavy. Anyway, you get a box of 100 of these. I use them for a lot of different things. Actually, I have a really good project coming up using these little postcards, but I just love them. And you can back them. You can collage the backs. You can leave them as they are so that the person could send them to a friend. I just got one the other day from my friend Jean Green. She is from England. And she had a terrible fall and broke her hip and her femur. And she's actually having surgery. I wish I could. I had it clipped right here, and then I took it down to show my husband. But she sent me an adorable card. Hi, Jean, if you're watching. She's back in the hospital, if you know Jean Green. But yeah, she's back in the hospital. She'll be there for 4.5 more weeks. She's had it very rough. But anyway, what do you think? I love it. Okay, so see, now we have this page that we can put something else on. Let's flip it around and see what here we have this pocket with this and the hydrangea, which we made on camera. Oh, I have a tag in here I forgot to stitch. I'll pull it out. I'm touching the bottom of it, so I can't pull it out, but I'll have to stitch that anyway. I just hate covering up these pages. It kills me. Oh, you know what I could do? Duh. I could put it in here. But I also have these, which were the tags for in here. Had tags. Hold on. There is another one. Has the tag, but I have to stitch that as well. I forgot about it. Then I have a paper clip. It says, see the colorful leaves. So, this is hard, guys. It's really hard. I just don't want to cover up any of the pages. I just love them so much. Okay, so let's see. This one, I am going to glue the top, and we'll pull this out this way. Yes? Or no? That's tight. What I'd have to do is I would have to cut the tag down, which isn't a big deal. So let me do that. Pray, everybody. I can't cut a straight line to save my life. Did you notice I didn't use a lot of lace? As a matter of fact, I didn't use much at all. That was hard, but I'm not done. So there'll be lace. I'm just gonna cut this a little bit more. Gosh, I hate cutting this. I should have used my bigger scissors. Okay, that goes there. And then I had something that, oh, this goes inside here. And this, if you can remember, is the little rose with the hydrangea. And that's the back. And that goes in here. And then this goes in the pocket. And then there's the paper clip. And it will now. It should fit with no problem now. Right. So let me just get something to cut that with so that we can tell that there's something in there. This is going to hurt. I don't want to cut it, but we have to. That's why I did it. And I'm just going to make sure it's lined up. Bring it down here where the middle is. Just about there. Wow. I think it's just the way I'm angled. Let me just turn it a little bit. Because this is just plain cardstock, very thin cardstock. So I don't know why it was so hard to cut. I think it's just the way I'm angled, plus my thumb doesn't like me very much. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, I did it. It wasn't easy, but I did it. It's hard to cut these pages. They're so beautiful. So now I'm just going to take my glue, which is here, here. And don't throw away this piece because it's just too pretty. I'll allow you to throw that away. I think I'm losing my mind. Did I ask you if you had a good day? I hope so. And for those of you who are following along with this journal, I am so thankful you're being patient with me while I work it out, because I am flying by the seat of my pants with this one. That is awesome. There you go. So now you didn't cover up your page. You did cut it, but you didn't cover it up. And when you pull it out, you still have, you know, that real pretty piece right there. And it's got the tag in here. It's got this pocket right here. It's got a little paper clip right there. And this is made out of vellum. And this is the collage. I think we did this on camera too. And we'll slide that right in there as a side tuck. Okay, so then we've got this, which I think I want this to be a side tuck as well. But what do I want to put in it? This is our little booklet we made out of the bag. So there's that pocket. There's this with this tag. This goes in here. Then I have here is a paper clip, but it looks like it's pinned to the page, but it's not. It's a paper clip. And I did that on camera as well. And then we have in here, we have another tag. And we have a journaling card, which I need to stitch. So I am going to leave, well, I'll put it back in and I'll remember to stitch it because I still have to cut around. I still have to cut around it, you know, glue it and cut around it. So that will, actually, I think I'll probably leave it like this because I like the way it's collaged like that. So I'm going to place that back in here. And nope, that doesn't go like that. It goes like this. And then this tag is backed with tea stained paper, and he goes right inside here. And then this paper clip, so you can see the collage through here. And then I just collaged around it with the collaged paper. And then this paper clip goes right over here to keep it closed. And I think I will put it right inside here. And that will be great. I'll just punch that. Making sure it's straight. There we go. And glue the bottom. And you know, you don't have to just put one thing in there. You could put several things in. I'm just putting that in there for now. I don't think I'd put another thing in there because otherwise it would bulk it up too much. that's, you know, a little booklet. So let's see, what time are we at? 45. Let's do, I can't show you the pocket I'm going to make for the journal, Proud Journal, our writing journal, which is someplace right here. It's going to slide in here, but it's Battenberg lace that I'm going to make the pocket out of, and I don't have it right here. And I'm going to stitch it on. So I don't, but anyway, I'll show it to you when I do the flip through of it. Here is a little book that I made out of the Little Flower Fairies and some book page. Little card, some paper, book page. You know, basically just a little booklet. And let's see where we can put this booklet. Let's see how big we're getting. We're still good. We're still really good with with the 1 inch. But let me just see here. This has to go in somewhere or on somewhere. I might do this as a flip. I think I'm going to. So I'm going to leave that out. Let me see what else I have. Oh, this. Where's my pocket? So we'll forget about this right now. I want to put this down because I don't want to forget. Because this is one of my favorite things in my whole book. So let's see where it's going to go nice. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. I love it there. So we're just going to glue this down. And I just snip the edges just because I just wanted it to look a little bit more like the quilt, I guess. I see a little bit of thread there. So I am going to, now this is kind of hefty, so I might have to put, where are we at? 48. I will do this as the last item. And this is how I'm going to do my pocket. It's very easy. And I can do it really quick with one of these. Let me just choose one. Thinking off the top of my head again. Or else, wait a minute. I have my box right here. Let me just pull out something from it that we can use. Maybe I have some more papers left. Maybe I don't. Yes, I do. So, wish I had a collage. I think that will work. So all I'm going to do is, and I think you probably all know, because it's something I do often, I am going to take this piece of paper and I am going to just take my ruler whatever that might be. I'm really making a mess here, aren't I? I have been watching Donna on Twisted Tangles, and oh my goodness, I made some the other day, and I love them. I will do a video, but you can visit her channel. She's Twisted Tangle Studio. She's fabulous. I just love her. I am going to cut here, but I need it to go this way. And this ruler. Oh. So all I do is cut about an inch. Oh, there was 2 pieces there. Good. Perfect. And then I'm going to make a gusset because, like I said, that book is a little bit hefty, so I want to be able to get it in and out of my pocket easily. So I'm just going to fold it in like a W. So it's going to fold this way, and then I'm going to fold it back this way. I obviously can't fold a straight line, just like I can't cut a straight line. But thank you for sticking with me while I decorate part of our journal. I hope I inspire you in some way. So I'm going to put this here. So this is what it looks like when you're done. You've got, see how it looks like a W? Sort of. Anyway, you're going to put it so that you can see it on the colored side, like this, when you see it from the side. So it's going to glue to here, and then it's going to glue to the paper, and you're going to see that. So let me just put some glue on this side. Or maybe I'll put it on this side. And this is a great way to give some more room to your pocket. Oops. Just put that along the edge like that. And then, oops, I glued it to itself. Yeah, you don't want to glue it to itself. And I might have another, it might be fine on that other side. No, but that's okay. So I'm going to fold it like this. And then I'm going to fold it like this. And then I'm going to glue it like this. Put some glue down. Don't glue it to itself. Like I just did. I am loving these glue bottles. No pins. And like I said, you want the colored part to go like this, so that, not that you can really see it, but just in case. And then just glue it down. Am I in frame? Oh dear. Here we go. And just gonna trim this up here so that you can't see it. Figure out where I said I was going to put it. There it is. I'm going to place it here. And that way it gives us more, you know, space. And this is just copy paper, you know, probably 28 pound. GSM, I'm not sure. So that's where you're going to glue it. See that? And then place it where you think you might want it, which I want it here. I don't want it all the way to the bottom, but close enough to the bottom. And then just glue it down like this. Now what I'm going to do is take my ruler and I'm going to go in like this to press it down, just so that I don't get the gusset glued in any way. And then I'll glue my bottom in a second. And I'm not going to throw those away either, because I could probably use them eventually. And then I'll just take my glue. Excuse me, my throat is so dry. And I'm just going to run it along the bottom here so that I can glue down that bottom. Like that. Where's my bone folder when I need it? Just making sure that, I mean, it typically the glitter glue dries really fast, but sometimes it doesn't, like right there. Just get a little bit more into here. And again, something else that takes a little bit more time. Let me just have a sip of water, please. Excuse me. Thank you. It takes a little bit more time, but if you're going to put something bulky in there, it's worth the time. And now I can take my sweet little book right here. Oh my goodness, I just love this. I made this with Rose, if you remember. I've only said it probably 1,000 times. How did that? There we go. His napkin, and oh my goodness, this is the name of the kit, Fall Friends. Yeah, I went through this 12 times. I just adore it. I love this. This is that little piece here that opens up, and this is just a little writing spot that I made. And that goes in there. And now we have a place for it, and it slips easily in and out. Oh, this is so much fun. I just love this book. So that's what we've done so far. And I still have something that I can put in here, probably a flat tag. You know, something like this would be able to go in here easily because it's nice and flat. And it doesn't, you know, it's not weighing it down at all. And I'd have to punch there. So this is that scrappy book that we made with the real flowers here. And then there's some parchment paper, and there's some embossed paper, tea stained. Just a bunch of different papers to play with or write on. And then I tied it up here. That's the back. And I was going to glue it on, but I don't have to. I can, you know, slip it in someplace, wherever. There's tons of places to slip it in. Just don't know where yet. Maybe up here because it's top loading. Or is it? Did I glue this shut? I think I did. I think I accidentally glued that shut. So what I could do is I could place this right inside here and see if this will close, which that looks great. I love it. So there you go for that. And I will finish the rest off camera. I think you get the picture. So far, we're still good on our rings. It looks great. Our book is going to go on the back with, like I said, a lace pocket, but I don't have it right here with me. So that's it for today. And I really appreciate you stopping by. If you're new and I've inspired you in some way, please leave a comment and let me know where you're from so we can get to know each other better. If you have a channel, please, please leave the name of your channel so that I can follow you as well, because that's where I get a lot of my inspiration, is by meeting new people and following them on their sites. So Autumn Whisper is coming right along. I hope you like her. I love her. And that's it so far. We still have a little ways to go, but I'll finish her up tomorrow, and I will bring you another video finishing her up and doing a walkthrough. But until then, be well, be safe, and God bless. Bye-bye, everybody.